Hello, hello. It is Thursday morning. My name is Dana Lynn. This is our WildFlow portion of our superfood support call on Thursday mornings. I record it to share with you. This morning we are focusing on shoulders and hips. And so I invite you to close your eyes and as you close your eyes, putting away all distractions, settling into your body, letting go of anything that is swirling around, taking this time for you, this time to develop and deepen your relationship to your body. I believe this is the most important relationship outside of our relationship to nature, which is all the same for me. This is our miracle of nature, this body. This body has the capacity and the memory to communicate from generations back. It has the capacity to connect us to the stars. It is all inside of us. Our relationship to this body can answer questions. It can help us live in the mystery. It helps us make decisions. It helps us process emotion. So I take this relationship very seriously. And when it comes to the shoulders and the hips, outside of the knees and the elbows, they are both the type of joints that can circle around a ball. They are called ball and socket joints. So they move in, I would say, 360 degrees. They move as the stars, as the sun, as the moon, as the zodiac. They circle in ways that can inform us by using our subtle awareness and our creativity. And so, as we begin to explore them through the process of WildFlow, I welcome you to move them in very subtle ways. Extending, using your arms and your hands, if we talk first about the shoulders, noticing the patterns that feel good first. So you find a position, you find a posture, let's say, and then you fall into that posture very slowly and very subtly. So one recommendation is to find a position that creates an edge, a place of tension, and then stay there. pause there, play there. And what I mean by play and pause is as if you were focusing on something with intense awareness, an observation of something you were really fascinated by. You would just continue to observe. You might change it a little bit and observe again. You might notice how your head affects the sensation in your shoulder. You might play with how the hand affects the sensation in your shoulder. But you're fully present to the subtlety of it all. And how the breath can enter into the joint to lighten it, to shed light on it, to open it up. So this requires attention, contemplation, perhaps meditation. You might notice the difference between one side and the other and how it extends down into the rest of your body, through the core, into the hips. If it feels weak or strong, notice that. But take your time. If you have a tendency to be in a rush, then you'll have a tendency to be in a rush here too. But part of this process is breaking these patterns, or noticing them first, so that they can just begin to dissolve. As your body chemistry changes through the introduction of high quality nutrition, alkalinization, then you will be able to explore these joints differently. You'll be able to extend them. Your awareness will change. You'll be able to soften. And notice if you're moving from a place of forcing or pushing. If you have a tendency to force or push outside of this, then it's likely you may force or push during this. Just worth noticing. So I believe the relationship between the shoulders and the hips are one of flowing angles. And so if you think of your right shoulder and how it holds or affects your left hip, how your left shoulder holds or affects your right hip through the angles and torsion and tension that you can create with your movement. Another suggestion is that you use your hands or your feet and knees to begin to explore creatively the angles that you can create in both of these ball and socket joints. Your ribs can change the way in which you're able to flow around the ball of your trochanter, of your femur. There's nothing that is not connected to something else in the body. So our great challenge or opportunity is to use our subtle awareness to learn more about this body, how it works, what it feels like. In a safe, slow, relaxed manner. Our nervous system protects us. That's its job. And so there are likely to be many muscles and angles that you've never experienced before, because your awareness may have been shut off from them out of protection. As far back as the birth process. As far back as the womb. Don't forget to use your breath. Noticing if you're focusing on your hips, what you can do with your feet and knees to play with the sensation in your hips. Even your toes. Notice what your eyes are doing, the muscles of your face, your jaw. Can you receive more air into that joint, into that edge? Do your bones adjust? Can you go so slowly that you let them adjust? And begin to wind down your experience, exploring that last aspect. Making note of areas that may wish for you to return to them. Some of us may experience colors or emotion when you hit a certain angle or tension or stretch. Those might be worth noting. What do you know of your mother, grandmother, father, grandfather's experience in their body? This might be worth noting. What are you digesting? And if you're catching this on the recording, I welcome you to pause. Thank your body for all that it allows you to experience, for all the ways it communicates to you. And bring that to your journal, bring that sense of gratitude and observation to your writing. Be well.